Imagine this. Every second, inside your body, billions of tiny particles dance. They move, disappear, and reappear like sparks of light in a dark ocean. You can't see them, but without them, nothing would exist. Not the bed you're lying on, not the air you breathe. Not even your dreams. This invisible world is ruled by something called quantum chemistry. It's how atoms, the smallest bits of matter, share energy and form life. And the deeper we look, the stranger it gets. Because in this tiny world, an electron can be in two places at once. Light behaves like a wave in a particle, and the bond between atoms, the thing that builds a universe, is more like a rhythm than a glue. But the truth behind all of this will surprise you. Tonight, you'll discover how atoms talk, how energy sings, and how the smallest things in existence create everything you love. Let me show you exactly how this happens. First, take a deep breath. You're breathing in countless molecules, tiny clusters of atoms, joined together. Each atom is made of even smaller pieces: protons, neutrons, and electrons. These are the stars of quantum chemistry. Now, most of the time, chemistry seems simple. We mix, we burn, we dissolve, and we see reactions happen. But underneath all that, the story is very different. Atoms don't behave like little marbles or balls. They behave like waves of possibility. That means every particle has a soft, blurry. It doesn't sit in one spot, it spreads out, like ripples in a pond until we look. Then, suddenly, it snaps into a single place. Scientists call this the observer effect. It's like the universe waits for your attention before choosing what's real. Here's something wild. When two atoms bond to form a molecule, their electrons start to dance together. They share energy, almost like a duet in perfect rhythm. You could say the bond between atoms is a kind of song, and every chemical reaction is a note in that endless symphony. Now, here's where things get really interesting. Let's zoom in even closer. Imagine an electron orbiting an atom. It's not spinning like a planet. It's moving in a cloud, a pattern of where it might be. Scientists call these patterns orbitals. Each orbital has a different shape. Some look like spheres, some like dumbbells, some like petals of a flower. And the shape decides how atoms bond, how light is absorbed, and even what colors we see. For example, when sunlight hits a leaf, electrons inside the leaf's atoms jump. They absorb energy from light and leap to higher orbitals. That jump is what lets plants turn sunlight into life. It's quantum chemistry at work every time you see green. Now, here's a thought. Your brain, your heartbeat, your breath, all powered by the same invisible dance. When you eat, atoms in your food swap energy with atoms in your cells. That exchange, Tugendsen, is what keeps you alive. So every time you blink, think, or dream, you are watching quantum chemistry in motion, a quiet, endless ballet of light and matter. But if you think that's fascinating, wait until you hear this. Quantum chemistry doesn't just describe how atoms bond. It explains why everything feels stable, why a stone feels solid, why water flows, why air is invisible. Inside an atom, electrons are not just moving, they follow quantum rules. They can never occupy the same state as another electron in the same atom. This is known as the Pauli exclusion principle. That single rule keeps matter from collapsing into itself. It's the reason your hand doesn't pass through your desk. Even though both are mostly empty space, the rules of quantum chemistry say, no closer. Plot twist, the same principle also builds the beauty we see. The structure of stars, the shimmer of crystals, the sparkle in your eyes, all guided by quantum laws. Scientists like Erwin Schrödinger and Linus Pauling spent decades uncovering how these tiny waves of energy combine to form molecules, the building blocks of everything. And what they found was poetic. Every molecule holds a pattern, a fingerprint of energy, unique like a snowflake or a heartbeat. This brings us to the most surprising discovery of all. Here's the part that sounds like magic, but it's real. Everything you see, touch, or feel is mostly nothing. If an atom were the size of a stadium, its nucleus would be a marble in the center, and the electrons would be tiny, buzzing far away. The rest, empty space. So why does the world feel solid? Because those electrons are not just sitting still. They exist as waves of energy that repel other waves. When your hand meets a wall, those waves push back. Your nerves feel that resistance is touch. In other words, what we call matter is really interaction. You are made of space, movement, and light, but they combine so beautifully, it feels whole. Here's the deeper truth. Quantum chemistry isn't just science, it's connection. Every bond in your body, every breath you take, depends on the shared dance of particles billions of years old. You are literally made from the stars that burned long ago, and even now, the atoms inside you still hum with that same cosmic rhythm. So what does all this mean for us today? Eat man's, tat, at the smallest level. Everything is connected. The wood in your desk, the air in your room, the light bouncing off your screen right now, all of it is part of one giant, invisible wave. Quantum chemistry shows us that we're not separate from nature. We are nature. We're built from its same tiny parts. Every heartbeat is powered by energy once inside a star. Every breath is shared with oceans, trees, and clouds. And the same rules that hold the atoms in your hands together hold galaxies together too. That, as the quiet beauty of science for Sleeper reminds us that even when things feel small or uncertain, we are part of something vast and graceful. So, tonight, when you close your eyes, remember that your body is a universe in miniature. A calm ocean of atoms, each following a perfect rhythm. And the energy that moves them never disappears, it only changes form, becoming something new. Before we wrap up, there's one final thing you need to know. The universe has no true stillness. Even when you lie in bed, perfectly quiet, your atoms are buzzing, shifting, and sharing energy. You are, in a very real sense, glowing with invisible light. Physicists call this zero-point energy, even in total darkness. At absolute zero, the smallest particles never fully stop moving. They hum softly, keeping the rhythm of existence alive. So the next time you feel small or lost, remember, inside you, an infinite world is alive. Your every thought ripples through a sea of possibilities. You are not separate from the universe, you are the universe experiencing itself slowly. Quantum chemistry doesn't just explain what we're made of. It reminds us that even the smallest forces can create unimaginable beauty. If this opened your eyes or helped your mind rest, take a deep breath and let the wonder settle in. Tonight, you learned how the tiniest pieces of matter shape everything you see, touch, and feel. How the space inside an atom holds the secret to connection, and how the laws of energy keep life glowing quietly in the dark. If you enjoy drifting through this invisible world, subscribe for more calm science every week. Leave a comment. What do you think is the most beautiful thing about the universe inside you? And when you're ready, let this calm curiosity carry you into sleep. Because even now, your atoms are dancing to the quiet music of creation.